an overall review of my Airtrick A1 Ultras. Overall, I kind of give this a 3 out of 5. I can't really recommend it unless you know for sure that you've got some smooth surfaces to roll around. I've had these maybe less than a month. I wish I had my remote to double check. I've put a little over 100 miles on them since I got them. That being said, on both of my skates, there's this stress point. There's this stress point on the back of the plate, and both of the plates are cracked at this point. The frame, the plate snapping, and just the overall, if your road's not smooth, you can't really ride it. That has been the main deterrent for me. As my first PEV goes, I give it 4 out of 5. Would recommend. So I switched to an 82A front tire. The hope was that it would soften up some of the obstacles you roll over, and you won't have to lean back on your heels so much, but it's really annoying. Any little debris is it's not inspiring as far as like stability goes and making you want to go faster, go cruise. If you have to deal with a tree canopy and stuff falling on your trail, I don't recommend. Really bad crack. These are probably kaput. I might be able to transplant these over to a plate made out of maybe a slightly stronger material. And I was always considering replacing these with grip tape. Just because the one wheel fascinated me, you know? The one wheel fascinated me thinking about alternatives to my normal inline skating. But I didn't really want a one wheel necessarily, and I've been waiting for electric skate technology to get better. We have these Airtricks. We have the Air... No, they're not Air Gear. What is the Atmos Gear? The Atmos Gear by those guys in France. They've made their frame that attaches to your regular skate boot. And then the Ascend Blades is the only other one I know of that's like, presumably you could get. When I went onto the Ascend Blades website, I couldn't find an order to place for a frame. So I went with the Airtricks. Get my feet wet in this personal electric vehicle space, and I know that until we get electric inlines that are more in line with actual Air Gear ATs, I'm gonna need something a little bit different. But overall, I'll put a link to the video that showed me that these existed. Cami's video. This person, I saw them build their own DIY skates, and I saw another video on their channel where they had been riding these, and it looked like wherever they were riding, the road was smooth, and they weren't having any issues. But any small debris, just cruising through my neighborhood, found nice smooth roads. I was just maxed out speed, cruising, and a tiny rock got caught in the motor and completely jammed it, and I took a spill. That could have been a whole lot worse. Is that a Honda element? Nice color. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. It tried to kill me. Right now it's jammed. This is why I want an EUC, because I'm not too worried about that with this. This is probably my least favorite part about the skating we do, is these goddamn rocks. Thankfully I wasn't going too fast, but it was just another thing that made me realize these Airtricks, the whole concept, I think in and of itself, it needs some work. My ideal version, a much bigger motor in the back. I want like 35 miles an hour for a max speed on these. I think that'd be reasonable. And then tires. Using regular skate wheels, I actually replaced the original ones they gave you with softer ones. Because if you're riding for a while, like any small deviation in the road, it feels awful. You'll feel it vibrate into your feet, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. 3, maybe really a 2.5. I really can't. I performed a modification on these. This strap did not come with the Airtricks. I took this off my USD Shadow Skate, because the whole thing and what really sold me on the Airtricks, apart from getting an electric frame to put on my regular skate boot, is that I could just put on a pair of shoes, slide into these, and go ride. And then maybe I come across an off-road path I want to explore, or I just want to go on an errand, and the shoppers, or not the shoppers, but the people working in the store giving me a hard time about having my skates on in the store, I could just quickly take them off. I love that about these, but yeah, it needs work where stability is concerned, where going over a variety of terrain. If you're just parking in a parking garage, and I can't even, because even sometimes sidewalk skating, maybe it's because I'm in California, I'm in the U.S., and our roads are not the greatest. Yeah, and that's another thing to take into account. If you are in a place where the infrastructure, your roads are way better taken care of, 100% I could recommend these for a little bit of fun. I've seen some videos of some folks racing, just like they have e-skateboard races. I saw couple people riding these at a race. I could see that, but even then, I had an incident the first time I had gotten these, and I pitched myself forward. The front completely slammed into the ground, and it was bent. I had to unbend it myself. I was like, I'm gonna just be chill. I just want to get a few videos. And then I discovered the secret that if you ease up on the back, obviously it'll spin faster. Yeah, spun fast, right at the ground. What it's supposed to look like, what it looks like, bro. The overzealousness. The overzealousness. I think my vice grips could get to it, but I have to walk home. So, these are lightweight, this plate material, whatever it's made out of, but it's not, it will bend. It will bend. So, depending on the sort of ruggedness, how rough you're going to be with them, it might make sense to end up having like multiple of these platforms, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. I think it'd be cool to have a platform that would accommodate for larger wheels, larger battery. I think that this whole platform, this design could be the platform in and of itself. Airtricks is supposedly coming out with an inline skate version, so I'll be interested to see what that's like. That's about it for this video. I think I'm out of rambles. Thanks for tuning in. If you get these, let me know what you think. Take care.